to the Political Vigilante. I'm Graham Elwood. Here's a story that was in Yahoo Finance that originally aired in Bloomberg. And it's a small little article. And it's one of these things that are just planted to just sort of push the narrative on something. And it's really just to show that this war in Yemen is justified. Right? Here's the title. Saudis intercept multiple ballistic missiles fired from Yemen. That's that good old, no, we're just defending ourselves. Saudi Arabia, which beheads people, beheads more people than ISIS, and has, with our help, create a humanitarian crisis that the world has never seen before in Yemen. 130 children die every day in Yemen as a result of what is going on there that the United States helps. But this article just shows this is just how they kind of sprinkle this into Bloomberg, and then it makes it to the Yahoo homepage. So if you're just on Yahoo's homepage and you're looking for sports scores and entertainment gossip and stock quotes or whatever, you just scroll through, you'll just see this and go, oh yeah, boy, I don't know what's going on in Yemen, but the Yemenis are firing rockets into Saudi. So of course the Saudis have to, right? It's why when I hear neoliberals say, I was watching the news and saw those kids getting gassed in Syria. I mean, we kind of had to, because they're just not paying attention. They don't have the time to pay attention. And the corporate media permeates so much of our lives that you have to dig. You have to dig to find a show like this. You have to dig to find Jimmy Dore or whomever, Kyle Kulinski. You have to dig to find this. So I'm just going to read this article. Saudi Arabia said it intercepted 7 ballistic missiles fired at Riyadh and other cities by Houthi forces in Yemen, making an escalation from previous rocket launches at the kingdom. So the Yemenis they're escalating it, according to this probably Saudi-funded and written article that originally appeared in Bloomberg, a financial publication. The missiles were intercepted over a northeast part of the capital and cities of Najran, Jazan, and Khamis Mujahid. Fragments killed 1 Egyptian national and injured 2 others in Riyadh, according to the Saudi press agency and state television, citing the civil defense spokesperson. The attack came while Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman is touring the United States promoting his kingdom's 2030 vision. He has met with President Donald Trump and other U.S. officials during his visit. The attacks also coincided with the 3rd anniversary of the Saudi-led coalition's intervention in Yemen's civil war, something that Obama did, something that Chelsea Manning was a whistleblower on, and she was thrown in prison and tortured there. So we've got you see the opening, the title of the article just tells you Yemen's launch rockets, and just if you read a paragraph or two, Saudi Arabia intercepted missiles, escalation, Yemen is escalating this. Look at this language here. According to the Saudi press agency. So that's who's giving us the press, the Saudi press agency. Reliable source, totally reliable source. Absolutely. Did we get an ISIS press agent in this? The rebels targeted the King Khalid International Airport in Riyadh, Abha Airport in Azir, and Najran's Airport, according to the Saba news agency and Al Jazeera television. Rebel leader said in a televised speech that the group missile force is growing and that if it enters its 4th year of this war with a developed rocket system that cannot be intercepted by the U.S. defense systems. Yeah, just that so you know. When they say the Saudis intercepted these rockets, it was American rocket systems that they bought from us. Trump sold them $100 billion in rockets. Obama did about $113 billion. That's where they get their arms from. They give us a bunch of oil. Saudi Arabia and its allies have been mired since 2015 in a conflict in Yemen to back an internationally recognized government against pro-Iranian Shiite rebels. We're their allies. This article in an American publication can't even say that we're back. They'll just put it in there. The quote from the Houthis who says U.S. defense system. That's the only mention that this article does is a quote. The journalist cannot write Saudi Arabia and us, America, are doing this. Can't say it. While the kingdom's allies have been able to recover areas of southern Yemen from the Houthis, the rebels still control the capital and territories in the north. That's it. That's all this article says. No 130 children dying every day, no humanitarian crisis, no disease outbreaks, cholera, I think. I mean, it's just god-awful, blocking the ports, all the awful shit the Saudis are doing. None of that is in this article. None of that. None of that. Just the corporate media whitewashing the Yemen humanitarian crisis. I mean, this was probably written from that, one of those Saudi lobbyist groups. It's like, what is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 paragraphs long? Unreal. So this is how the corp, and this is what they want you to do. You're not doing any research. You're just going through you're in the Yahoo Finance section, and you just see this story. Oh man, Yemen's really stirring up the pot there. And what are the Saudis supposed to do? They got to defend themselves, right? That's what you're going to get if you just skim through this. Just ask some friends of yours that sort of pay attention but don't. What do you guys think of the Yemen crisis? Oh, well, those Houthis or whatever, they just keep throwing rockets in Saudi. What are we supposed to do? Right? That's how it's all sold. No mention of how the American empire is allies with a completely totalitarian, abusive regime in Saudi Arabia. And they behead people there. They are awful to people. And we're their allies, and we let them do this to the poorest country in the world. Yemen is the poorest country in the world. It's a proxy war. We're fighting Iran, if you read through the lines there. Thanks for paying attention, you guys, and that's why don't fall for the corporate Democrats, because they'll just keep backing bullshit like this. Kamala Harris, Elizabeth Warren, Cory Booker, whoever they throw at us for 2020, they'll back this stuff. Just like Hillary did, just like Obama did. So it's up to you to get involved and make a change. Thanks for watching the show. Like and subscribe. My subscriptions have literally stopped. The subscription number has leveled off at 7,600, which is ridiculous. That's not how YouTube works. It should not be leveling off. It should still be going. So they've literally just stopped people from subscribing. They've tapered views on my videos. I've seen the clicker on the view number not move. I should be over to Daily Motion in the next week or two. My goal is I'll drop videos here because the Google has a better platform just from a technical standpoint, and on Daily Motion as well. And see if we can grow the channel on Daily Motion and not be so censored by the Google machine. By these guys. This is Google. This is right here. This is Google. This is YouTube. Right there. Thanks for watching.